Hi, I'm Dr. Russell Friedman, and I'd like to show you a QSM3 correction and how we proceed with it. We won't show you the whole thing, but we'll show you partial of it. What I'd like to show you is position 1, which is an up head piece, and the lines of drive and how we go about that, and then we'll shift to position 2, okay? So Martina happens I just checked her, she's a jam pattern, she's a RA121, so we're going to adjust her just on the right side. So we're going to start in the position 1, which is all S to I. She's an RA, so we're going to tilt the chin up to activate those pathways. We're going to tilt the shoulder back, and we're going to traction her down. Okay? Her head is tensioned on this side, and its head is cephalically tilted upward. Why is that? Because we want to create tension on the downside. That's what this is doing. So the line of correction is S to I, which is that whole line up underneath coming around the skull and attaching over here, and us moving the myofascial envelope, releasing the myofascial envelope through the Golgi tendon organs is our goal today. So we're going S to I, and we're increasing tension on the tendon, bringing it to its functional limit, and release, release, release. And this is what Dr. Gregory talked about with resistant pathways. So we're going to come in, and what I'm going to do first is I always just check out the terrain. I just want to feel where the tension is. Now, where is the best mechanical advantage on an up head piece? It's below the center of gravity, because this is what we're doing, S to I. So we want to be below. All right, now that's where I'm going to end up, but I'm still going to check up high. And here's some resistant pathway right here. And you can hear it releasing. Grab it, run through it. Notice how my knee and my body move together as I do our push-pull. It is a mass adjustment. Everything moves together. Hip explosion, arm extension, to wrist lever. Take it to the limit with the body, and then release. It's all S to I. I'm going to just check up here and work my way down. It's a lot of power position from above the table on the SDI. Coming in right on the 45, which I'm taking it A to P and S to I. You see my wrist extension, radial deviation. And you can hear it moving. There it goes. Drop into it and release it. Now I'm going to check the posterior pathways on this side. Best mechanical advantage, right at the C1 fossa for this. Drop on it. Come in and drop on it. And release, using your mass, not your arms. And we're using a push-pull in this, not a pull. And not a push. It's a push-pull that allows maximum dynamic energy to be released and absorbed by the patient and not absorbed by the doctor. So now we're going to go into position 2, which is a down head piece. I'm going to take her to tension. All right, she's not at tension yet. There she goes to tension. We're going to start anterior, still stay anterior here. And I always check both pathways. Now this one is creating tension on the upline. Okay, so we're going to attack all these pathways that go anterior, posterior, anterior on this upside, because we always want to release both sides of the pathways. We're going to come in. Where is the mechanical advantage here? Above the center of gravity, and that's where we're going to come. Start here. Always on a 45. So we take into account the I to S tension to release the Golgi tendon organ, to decompress the body, to integrate it, and also to take into account the rotational component. And you can hear a lot of double clicks. So here I'm coming in now on this 45. I'm going to come in this way, this way, this way. And strip the head. Create some tension there. That's clear. I'm going to go back to here. And just come in and then light drop on it. Release it using your mouse.
Watch how I just fall. Watch my knee and drop. To tension and drop. To tension and drop. Swing the ball, swing through. And the swing through is just the drop. Now I'm going to check in the C1 fossa. It's also a good mechanical advantage point. Here I'm coming in P to A. There we go. All clear. Now I'm going to go back to position 1. Position 1 we did first to integrate. Position 2 we decompressed. Okay, we integrated so the body could support the other side when we put it up on center when we decompress. Now we're going to go back to position 1 because she had right weight and just make sure it's linear and clear. Always S to I on the 45. And clear. Lift. Great tension. And 45. And there's nothing happened, it's clear. A little bit right here, just on the posterior. Pin the head and lightly just release it. Pin the head and light drop. Swing through, create tension in the GTO, body creates the last little mass, about 1/10 of a millimeter. Just that little body drop at the end. Knee moves with the body. Okay, so that's the lines of correction. So as a reminder, when we have a down head piece, we want I to S. We're going to stay with the rotational component. We're going to create tension in it. We're going to check 45s. The best mechanical advantage is above the center of gravity, which is above the lateral canthus, which is above the center of gravity, and it helps us with our mechanical advantage, which is called angular momentum. When we're creating tension on this side of the myofascial envelope with an up head piece, okay, we're going S to I. We're going to be below the center of gravity, which is down in the C1 fossa, checking for best mechanical advantage and checking the anterior and posterior pathways. Okay, I'm Dr. Russell Friedman, and don't forget Las Vegas, April 17th to 19th. Thank you.